Thanks for coming to the GCC website. The previous videos assumed that both members of a couple wanted to work on communication, but what if one spouse doesn't want to try? Obviously, I can't speak for your spouse, but if it's you, why don't you want to try? Let me know. I'd like to hear. In the meantime, here are a few possible reasons. Number one, she's so critical I just don't want to hear what she says. As I've said, criticism is one of the four horsemen of the apocalypse. That's one of the four aspects of communication that have a high probability of spelling the end of a relationship. As the listener, you're in a tough position here, but a soft answer will often stop the criticism from escalating. Then, at a time when you're both in the green zone, ask if she would be open to talking with you about how you feel attacked sometimes. Have a specific example or two. To talk about it with her in a general way might sound something like, "You're always so critical when you talk to me about how I, whatever." And that kind of sounds like criticism, doesn't it? So don't be afraid to complain, but in a gentle, soothing, specific way, and at a time that's good for both of you. She's making a mountain out of a molehill. I suppose that there may be some drama kings and queens out there, but overall, if your spouse is telling you it's a problem, it's a problem. A man's willingness to receive influence from his wife is another strong predictor of marital success, according to Gottman's. So, if your attitude about this is just a part of your pattern of not being influenced by your wife, research would say that your marriage is headed for trouble. But the good news is that you've identified this as a problem, so then you know what to change. It might also be wise to confess this to your wife and to tell her that you're sorry. I'm just not good at listening. Sure, some of us have attention deficit issues, but I wonder, is it possible that you really can listen well when your friend is telling you about something you're both interested in? What if you really believe that improving your listening skills would improve other areas of your relationship too? I'm not trying to be insensitive here, but sometimes it seems to me that inability is really just a lack of motivation. I don't care anymore. That's a problem. Maybe you're just burnt out with all the conflict, stress, anger, criticism, etc. in your house. Regular doses of this kind of stuff will go a long way toward depleting a couple's love tank, or maybe other things have moved into your relationship to take the place and priority of that should have been given to your marriage. In Matthew 6:21, Jesus addressed the issue of what we treasure, and it is implied that we can control what we value, and this gives me a lot of hope that an uncaring attitude can be changed. Whatever the reason, if you feel like you're beyond caring, there are a few things you might want to think about. Maybe you're so fed up that leaving seems like the best option, but if you ever want to get married again, consider this. Research shows that the best opportunity for a successful relationship is with the person you're currently married to. Also, there were probably good reasons why you married in the first place, things that attracted you to each other. Think about those things. Disclaimer though, this obviously doesn't apply to someone in an abusive relationship. More on that next time. I've found someone else. If this is a real person or if it's pornography, the research I just talked about still applies. In the moment, that may seem far-fetched. The person that you're currently having an affair with probably seems perfect. But if he or she is willing to cheat with you, what makes you think he or she will not be willing to cheat on you? If it's porn, it's probably an addiction. Get help. In all of these cases, it's an escape. The harder route of working on the relationship you're in instead of escaping into some kind of fantasy world will bring you more happiness and satisfaction in the end. One last thought, which should have been the first. Pray. If your spouse is willing, pray together. God is for you and his intentions toward you are good. I think one of the main reasons that he hates divorce is because of all the hurt it causes to everyone involved. Thanks for watching.